so fucking grateful for my ex. Thank you. Next. Hey guys, it's your girl Suhaidatu, and I'm really ecstatic to be coming your way from the Golden City, Sekondi, Takoradi. I'm out here visiting friends and having a good time, and also, getting back to y'all on my videos. If this is your first time, I am really glad you showed up. Please enjoy this video to your heart's content. To join the family, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the bell button. Now, let's get into today's video. We all get into relationships because we want to have that special someone or people to spend the rest of our lives with, or at least to go through life to a certain point with. And relationships sometimes end. There isn't really much you can do to prevent something from, dying if it has to die. At the same time, the death of a relationship does not mean you are finished or you will never find anybody again. Come on. We are heading towards 8 billion in this world. And if you're bi like myself, there are so many options to choose from. So personally, when I am single or I am in a relationship, I try to make the best of it. That is how I run things. Because my mantra for love is Alice Walker's quote that says, "I have learned not to worry about love, but to welcome each coming with all my heart." So I don't worry about love. It comes, it goes. One day there'll be one that will stay with me eternally. And until that happens, I am going to, live life day after day as it comes. With all of that being said, yes, your girl is single. I expressed this on last week's video, and I am out here enjoying the single life in the sun. I have grown so much from this relationship. There is so much I have learned. There is just too much to be grateful for. And I agree with Ariana Grande that I am so thankful for my ex. But yeah, next, And so in order to, pay proper homage to the relationship and what it was, I want to run you guys through all the things that made it as special as it was. One of the things I am most thankful for in my past relationship was that it made it to a year. I haven't had any relationships last that long, so for me it's like a big triumph, a victory if you would call it, because it shows growth, it shows maturity, it shows that I am ready to commit for longer periods, and it also shows that my partner was somebody who I was able to gel well with, and also somebody who was ready to work through things with me such that we were able to stick it out for that long. Half or majority of the relationship was long distance, and I think it's worth mentioning because that is really difficult to live through, and we were able to do that for quite a while. So I'm really grateful for my ex for sticking it out for that long, and that is definitely a plus in my books. Don't laugh. Taking this damn thing off. The next thing that I'm very grateful for was that during the course of the relationship, while we were together physically, I felt so loved, happy, and valued. My ex-partner really went out of their way to show me a lot of care, attention, dedication, loyalty, and was really willing to go the extra mile for me. And that invigorated my love and passion for the relationship and made me feel very, very good about myself. So I am very thankful for that. The next thing I'm thankful for is that they showed constant support and encouragement. My partner showed me a lot of support and encouragement with whatever project I wanted to engage in, whatever I needed support with, they were there. I remember I had a whole art installation to plan, set up, organize, do rounds for, and my ex-partner was there with me every step of the way. From waking up at dawn to packing things, lifting stones, every single thing that I wanted to be involved in, they were there cheering me on or right by my side, helping me win. So I am very grateful for it. I appreciate it so much, and I love you so much for it. The other thing that made the relationship sweet, that made it perfect, was that we both had outgoing personalities. We both liked to have a good time. We both liked to party. We both liked the same entertaining things. We both loved having friends around. And so it helped our relationship dynamic very well because all the time we were engaged in things that we were mutually interested in. One other thing I really appreciated about my ex-partner was that while we were together, they had very good ways of, pointing out things about me that they didn't like or things that they wanted me to change. I feel they had very good ways of pointing them out. and not coming off as aggressive or angry or yelling at me, belittling me. They actually had very constructive ways of giving feedback. So I really appreciated that about my ex. Some of the things I learned about the relationship that moving forward I would use actively in whatever relationships I find myself in is, first thing is 100% acceptance. Even though my relationship was nice and happy, I wasn't 100% accepted as a polyamorous bisexual woman. I could be polyamorous by nature and accept to be in a monogamous relationship, thereby adhering to the rules of said relationship. I felt that I wasn't accepted 100% in that regard. I felt that it was something we kept having to grapple with, to wrestle with, but that is like who I am. I can't be any less bisexual than I can be any less black. Well, yeah, I can't be any less bisexual than I can be any less black. I can't be any less polyamorous than I can be any less woman. You know, it's all a package of who I am, and I felt that that side of me was left out in the cold. And moving forward, I will not do that to myself or my partner. If you cannot fully accept who I am as a polyamorous person who is choosing to be in a monogamous relationship with you, then I don't want it at all. And sometimes they say yes, but then as time goes on, you realize that they start using these things against you. So that is one thing that I learned, and I'm grateful for that I got out of that relationship about, because if we had kept on going and I had gotten married to this person, I would constantly have to negotiate who I am in that respect, and I would rather not do that. So thank you. Next, going into relationships, I always felt that you both give 50-50 all the time. There are certain times that your partner will have less to give, and then like you help pull the relationship out of whatever spot that is in, then you can keep moving like that. It won't always be a 50% contribution from either side. There's going to be times where people would give more and people might have less to give, and that is okay. But what I didn't know was when it was okay to give more of yourself and when you should save the rest for yourself. And now I know that from this relationship. Now, for me, the only time that I will be ready to give more than my 50% is when I am aware that my partner recognizes the need for me to give more, appreciates it, and is aware that in the future, they are also going to have to pull us through such a difficult period. That is the only time that I am willing to give my extra to whatever 50% I'm bringing. And this is how to tell when not to give your more than 50%. If your partner is antagonizing you, if your partner is fighting your sense of self, while they are not able to contribute up to 50%, don't stay. Don't stay. It's not relevant, it's not necessary, it's not good for your health. If they are not doing any of that in that period that they are contributing less, it's time to say thank you. Next. So yeah, those are like really the only two things that I learned for myself as hard lessons from that relationship. Everything else was really solid and beautiful. I do not count the hard times we had because I feel like those ones were not for us to decide. We were victims of circumstances. So that isn't what the relationship was. What the relationship truly was something very beautiful and something that I feel that most people would have wanted to have for themselves. So with that being said, I am closing this chapter on my life, this relationship that was so beautiful that ended, and I look forward to what the future has in store. I know that it can only get better from here, and I hope that you all stay for the journey, because if there is a new partner in town, you best believe they will be sitting beside me and I'll introduce them to you, because that's how I roll. Thank you guys for sticking through to the end of this video. Take care, have a good day, and if you haven't hit the subscribe button already, please go ahead and do so, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye.